Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. It's Tuesday Hoops, and it's next. It's going to be Pau Gasol and the LA Lakers up against Jason Terry and the Dallas Mavericks. And now let's head out to the arena, hook up with Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back at halftime.
Let it go.
We're at the home of the Mavericks, a fortress of basketball known as the American Airlines Center, here in Dallas, Texas. Great to be with you. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg as 2K Sports presents this Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. A look here as we present the State Farm starting five. A look at who the Lakers have on the floor. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Artest and Pau in the forward slots. And it's Odom in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Marion and Dirk make up the forwards. Kidd and Terry on, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Kobe.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
Thanks again, Doris. Going back to the Lakers and their letdown as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
So a couple of poor possessions now in a row consecutively. Both times turnover. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
No, Clark, you know, you start stringing errors back-to-back together, you lose all momentum in this game. And I'll tell you what, guys, Derek Fisher has had a lot on his plate the last couple of years. He's the president of the NBA Players Association. Not only was he trying to lead his team to a championship, but he's been trying to fix these labor issues as well.
Karan Butler has checked in for Sean Marion. You guys talk about Derek Fisher. What a professional.
Kevin, this guy basically made the most of his natural abilities. Never a premier athlete. Always in great shape, though. Always plays hard, plays smart. And he seems to be able to knock down big threes at the most important times. He's done that throughout his career and goes back to when he and Kobe joined the Lakers as rookies.
Absolutely.
Spent a lot of time riding the bus together in the gym before and after practice, and he just worked, and now he's got multiple rings.
He and Kobe both have won the 5 rings. Yeah, they're really hooked at the hip, aren't they?
That's right. That's not a defensive matchup that's going to work out too often. It's hard to give up that much size.
Kobe with the steal. And here's the break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Jason Terry. And that one misses.
Boy, how good were the Mavericks last year against the Western Conference? They won 35 times against Western opponents.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Lakers. Brown comes in for Kobe. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Going back now to the Mavs, they didn't win the division, Clark, but they nabbed the 3 seed in the playoffs. And that played a nice part of it.
Yeah, they edged out the Thunder by 2 wins, and the difference there was the record of those 2 teams against the Western Conference. So I know it's a long season, and sometimes it's hard to value every game. But when you're a playoff team, a contending championship team, every game does mean something during that regular season.
Absolutely. And here's Kidd from the arc, and the shot is good. Kidd's got 6.
So many things that this guy can do with the ball.
Taken away by Kidd. Oh! And the powerful one-handed slam.
Hey, don't let that size deceive you now. He can get to the rim as good as anybody.
Well, he doesn't mess around once he gets there, that's for sure.
No, guys, he loves to throw it down with some style.
That was the Sprite Slam Cam moments ago. Highlight real action right here. Gasol. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Dallas. Berea comes in for Jason Kidd.
I thought Gasol got off to such a fast start last season, but he might have worn down as the season went on. He was asked to play big minutes, especially early when Andrew Bynum was out with the injury.
He goes up, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Berea's got his first points in this one. Here's Odom, looking for his first bucket of the game. And then, of course, for Pau Gasol in the playoffs, a lot of disappointment with his play, Clark. A game, in fact, or two where he even got booed at the Staples Center.
Yeah, you never like to see that, but he clearly did struggle in the playoffs. And he's extremely gifted, but some have tended to try to question his mental toughness or killer instinct. And I quite honestly think it's unfair. He's got a disposition and demeanor that lends itself to that kind of criticism. But anytime you can perform the way he has, that's impressive. And it actually helps him, the fact that he's got a deferring type of personality, to be an ideal number 2 guy for the Lakers.
Well, that's the problem. You turn the ball over, and your defense just isn't set up at the other end.
And sometimes when it happens that way, it almost feels like a 4-point bucket.
Now here's Kobe, defended by Fernandez. Kobe dishes to Bynum, and the shot is good.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Mavericks leading by 6. Here is Cardinal, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
They can do no wrong offensively.
Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
There's 47 seconds. Left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Kobe. D right on him. Gasol backing down. Over Cardinal. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
It's 2-on-1 for the finish. Shot denied. Now here's Butler. Dishes it to Berea. Here's Fernandez. Again, the Mavericks score. Here's Kobe. On the top of the key. That's good.
Right out of the gate, just filling it up.
Both teams are, guys. I mean, points coming fast and furious.
We're scoring fast and furious as we have. The first quarter. Mavericks lead by 9.
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
It's more NBA coming your way. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Here's Odom, still looking to get on the scoreboard.
Dallas really played a lot of zone defense last year, and I thought it worked out well for them, especially with the personnel they brought in. Tyson Chandler manning the paint really helped that club.
They've got Brian Cardinal, Rudy Fernandez out there with Jason Kidd. And it's Caron Butler, and it's Haywood in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Steve, back to Dallas. Sometimes a team needs to find an identity on defense, and they found that last year with the zone. That was a little clever trick, Clark Kellogg, that Rick Carlisle, the coach of the Mavs, inserted in that team.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the zone, it fit their personnel. You can't overlook the impact that Tyson Chandler has had on their defensive disposition. They have guys that have length that can cause problems in the passing lane. So the zone defense just made some sense.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Mike Brown is fully aware of the expectations in his first year as the Lakers head coach. He knows what he got into and understands what the Lakers consider success. Quote, "We don't play for second here." He will have his work cut out, though, given how the Lakers exited last year's playoffs.
Thank you, Doris. No doubt a lot of pressure on Mike Brown in his first year here in L.A.
Well, tough shoes to... Wow! And Kobe Bryant, along with Carmelo Anthony, I think are the two most complete scorers in this league. They can find a way to get the ball in the basket. From so many different ways.
Here's Kidd. 8 points for him. Back to Chandler. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Haywood backing down and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, Steve, you talked about Kobe's offensive virtuosity. You can Google that name if you want to out there. You know, you name most any way that exists to put the ball in the bucket. I think he's mastered. I don't think there's a shot that's been made that he hasn't done and done well.
Well, he's a master scorer. I mean, that's how you would title him. And that includes every way. But it's the footwork. We talked about the basics, the little things. Great anticipation offensively. And he's always in aggressive mode. And with his physical abilities and the fundamentals mastered, he's special.
I like what you said about the footwork. There's a great story about when Kobe and LeBron got together for an all-star game at one of the USA teams over the past, 5-6 years. And the knock on LeBron had always been that he really didn't pay attention to detail. He just kind of shot and there's no pattern to his practice, individual practice habits. And you watch Kobe, and he learned from that. And now LeBron is the one teaching younger players.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's how it's handed down.
Exactly how it should be.
Yeah. Blake passes to Bynum, makes the lead pass. Kidd knocks it loose. Mavericks leading by 4. Stolen away as they knock away the alley-oop attempt. Stolen by Haywood. Kicks it to Marion. Bynum with the steal. Nowitzki with the steal. And they're running. He dishes it to Marion. Right up. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Timeout called the Lakers.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
And one of the things you like about the Lakers, their ability to go out on the road and win. In fact, last season, they were 27-14 away from Staples Center.
And making a change here, the Mavericks. Chandler's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Lamar Odom is checked in for Bynum. Barnes comes in for Pau Gasol. And Kobe is subbed in for Steve Blake. Right at the free throw line. And that one's good, Barnes. And the Lakers, Clark, a smart veteran team, we know that. How much of an asset is that to winning on the road?
You can't overstate it. I mean, it's really huge, Kevin. Keeping your composure, staying focused, understanding what's coming and what you need to do to seize games on the road. Some folks call it that killer instinct. And those are the things you have to be able to do, and the Lakers, quite honestly, a terrific example of all of that.
Odom kicks to Brown. Over Marion. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Odom. Brown's got 5. Mavericks leading by 4. Kobe against Terry. Outside Kidd. Here's Marion. Good in the assist to Kidd. Marion's got 4 this quarter.
You know, you look at the stops in Carlisle's coaching career, guys. I mean, almost every year he's good for 50-plus wins, no matter who. He's coaching, but never able to get the team all the way to the top until last season. You can't help but be happy for him.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected coaches in the NBA, and he said of the title team from a year ago, it was one of the most special he's ever been around. He looked at what their strengths were, not what their weaknesses were. Carlisle said it's not about what you can't do, it's about what you can do. It's not about what your potential shortcomings are, it's what we could accomplish as a group together. And it was just phenomenal to be around them. Guys, a championship will put a smile on everyone's face.
All right, Doris.
Well, I think that's what made the Dallas team so interesting last year. I mean, they were such a good collection of talent, and they all really complemented each other well. They spaced the floor, they played off of Dirk, and they had multiple players who could hurt you. And a small back. But they could really shoot it.
A different look for Dallas. Caron Butler's checked in for Marion. And Barea subbed in for Jason Kidd. Here's Kobe. 6 points for him. There's the block. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
Yeah, no question. If I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
From the arc, and J.J. Barea the bucket on the assist by Butler. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead. Takes it up, and there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Odom. 8 points for Kobe Bryant. Backing down is Chandler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Now, the only way to stop him is to keep him from getting the ball in the first place.
The pull-up, and it's Dallas with another. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Shot, high post, and again, Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got 10 points.
He's just filling the stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat. Stuffer supreme.
And so that's the end of the first half. And we'll be back momentarily live from Dallas.
Hello and happy happy Tuesday to you. It's been a great day for NBA action here on HP at the Half. The Mavericks off to an outstanding start. Defensively, they're putting pressure on the ball. They've come up with a ton of steals. We've watched Jason Kidd pretty much getting whatever he wants against the Lakers. He's got 8 points and digging in on defense as well, putting in good work on both ends of the floor. And for the Lakers, they've been battling. They're scoring with confidence, shooting with an excellent percentage. A good start for Kobe. After 2, he's got 10 points and a few steals too, staying active on the defensive end of the floor. A lot of space between the two sides on the scoreboard, but these two have showed up early. And now we send you back out to the game. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back, everyone, to the picturesque American Airlines Center here in beautiful Dallas as we resume action. Here's Kobe.
You know, guys, Dallas kind of gets slept on in terms of playoff action because they've been so disappointed in recent years, but they worked hard all season, and the hard work has its reward.
Great perspective. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Fueled Up for the second half. So for the Lakers right now, Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Artest and Powell in the forward slot. And it's Odom in at the 5. Here's Kidd. Backing down is Chandler. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Good luck. Good. Chandler's got 7 points. Clark back to Dallas. They weren't really talked about as a contender, and some even had him losing to Portland in the first round. Then Steve, that Los Angeles ups, and he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Spike Slam King.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Man, just the power and the skill. Impressive.
Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Gasol. 9 points in the game so far. Chandler with the steal. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Fisher.
You know, he got a fingertip on it, but not enough to control the pass coming in that fast.
Artest. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher.
Yeah, they're finding the open man. Unselfish play. I like it.
Yeah, I love it too. Teamwork in evidence there, right on full display. A big percentage, a high percentage of their baskets have come off assists.
Nowitzki defended by Gasol. And that one's good. 10 points for Nowitzki.
Hot start for this club coming out of halftime. That's 3 in a row now.
Timeout called the Lakers.
That was interesting. Once again, late last season for the Lakers, they slumped to close out the regular season. And it seems to be a pattern. You know, it's almost like they get bored before they actually get into the postseason.
Here's Kobe. 10 points for him. Poke loose. Nowitzki with the steal.
Great steal in the paint. Thought he might get a layup out of it, and he wound up turning it over.
Took him no time at all on that one. 11 points for Jason Kidd. Lakers trailed by 15. And, you know, Steve, for the Lakers, Lamar Odom said himself their sluggish finishes in the second half were partly born of overconfidence, of ego. I don't know much credence you put in that, Clark. What do you think?
You know what? I think there is a tendency, a human tendency, to become complacent, to become full, and you can lose some of your edge I don't think it's a lack of humility and respect. I think it's just the nature of being somewhat satisfied. And when you're in this league, because people are coming after you a lot harder when you've got what they want in terms of championships, and especially as you age, it gets harder sometimes to fight off that resistance and to flip the switch if you find yourself in a little bit of a rut.
That shot wide open. 12 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, guys, when you see it come together like that, I mean, that's the offensive set you want to have. Well done.
And Nowitzki backs in. Tipped away. Kidd dishes to Nowitzki. Started down.
Tell you what, they just did not miss out there.
And the defense looked shell-shocked. I mean, they've been powerless to slow them down. No effect at all.
Lakers trail by 18.
Hey, now, I mean, Dirk is getting into his 30s, okay? But the way he plays, you've got to think that his performance won't dip as much as he ages because his game is low to the ground, and he's a great shooter. Not just a good shooter, a great shooter. And probably as good as unorthodox. Shooter as we've ever seen in the league.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Butler comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Maria subs in for Jason Kidd. Andrew Lyons checked in for the Lakers. Brown comes in for Kobe. Here's Gasol. He's got God. Shot clock at 5. Now Chandler defending. A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got 11. You said so well about Dirk 2 weeks ago, Clark. He doesn't really rely too much on speed or Steve leaping. So I think Clark's right. What do you think?
Yeah, he's so skilled. And he moves well. He's not explosive, so when he gets around the rim, it's all about footwork and those fadeaways and just incredibly depth shots that he makes on the field. Just an amazing talent.
Terry, that's a 2. And another basket for that.
He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
And the Lakers call right here.
Perfect fit in Dallas. His ability to protect the rim and to rebound is really a great compliment to Dirk Nowitzki's scoring.
Here's Gasol. 11 points in the game. An easy 2 points outside. Gasol's got 13. When you look at that, Mavericks from my part, Dirk Nowitzki, Tyson champion, when he played both months with the plus.
Yeah, Tyson champion is actually a long range system. Teams like the Lakers have really made the records to have that side on the front end. And Mavericks just can match up.
Here's Fisher. It's still not by
Well, a tough quarter about 8 points off target.
Yeah, it makes it so difficult to win the game and continue to do the ball.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points. But defensively, they do a nice job keeping them out of the game. Nearly as easy as you made it. But all just
attack. Defended by Bubba. The feet on Bubba. This solves this deal.
Took his time, just a last second release.
Now, double digits, and maybe difficult to overcome. Turner is having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far. Not really a surprise, because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also come to expect this from him, so I'm not surprised by it.
And more NBA action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Now we've got a moment. We're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our look at the game. Presented by Sprite. Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. The Mavericks with the spark of the game. That big push we saw. Points have been few and far between against this defense, and it's why they've added to their lead. They are in complete control as we head to the fourth, guys.
Doris, thanks. That run immediately propelled them.
Yes, it did. I mean, it got their confidence up and gave them the kind of swagger you like to see in the team.
It gave them the edge for sure, because look at the opponent. I mean, they are kind of down on themselves right now. Body language, not where it needs to be.
They got Haywood. Is out there with Brian Cardinal. That's J.J. Barea. And it's Fernandez in the two-guard spot. What's the lineup out there for the Mavericks? Just 5 on the clock. Now gets a rebound. With a 3. Gets it to go.
He's not the guy you want to leave open behind the other guys. I mean, come on, you got to understand who you're defending.
It's stolen by everybody. And here we go. And they get it in the way. Look like the athletes attempt that time. Here's Barnes. And here's the rejection. Mavericks leading by 22. Gathers. A nice shot by Barea.
This team is looking to run at every opportunity.
Circles around is what they're doing. I mean, pushing the tempo and really enjoying the advantage there.
Now Blake. Goes right up. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Lakers also with the sub. Lamar Odom has checked in for Pau Gasol. Here's Kobe, guarded now by Jason Terry. And that one goes. Count it. 14 points for Kobe Bryant. Nowitzki for 3. now number 3 for Dallas.
Everything's falling from the three-point line here in the second half.
And guys, you know, one fed into the other. I mean, now they're shooting with great confidence, and they're on a roll.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Good time to turn it up here, enjoying this double-digit lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, as long as they stay tidy and sharp. They'll walk away with the victory here.
And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for them.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, bro?
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this.
A 3. That is good. Nowitzki's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Kobe. And the Lakers call time here.
You got to keep everybody on the same page. They need to get their heads together. That's the goal. Fellas, it's no secret that Dallas isn't afraid to spend or go into the luxury tax, but in their march to get better, they haven't been very careful with the contracts they've given out.
Here's Kobe. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's the Lakers.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Back to what you said about the Mavs, it seems they can't find the right center to fit them, and they keep giving out dubious contracts. And Steve, you know as well as anybody being in the front office, and Clark, you too at the page. Pacers. I mean, it's 50-50 a lot of times.
Yeah.
You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you got to manage those acorns.
Steve?
Yeah, the personnel decisions are always difficult, especially when it comes to big money deals. But I thought Tyson Chandler really solidified that center position for Dallas last year.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Boy, what a tough break. I hope he doesn't have to miss too much of the action.
Well, we'll find out in a little bit. Man, let's just hope he's okay.
Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Dallas.
Boy, that's too easy. You cannot let a shooter that good get a warm-up jump shot like that. If you do that, it'll be raining all day from out there.
Nowitzki for three. Good, and the assist to Kidd. 23 points for Nowitzki.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Kobe. Takes it up. Shot is blocked. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Good. Berea's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
From the wing, again, the Mavericks score.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Now, there's really no excuse for giving up easy baskets in transition. You got to get back and hustle.
He passes to Fernandez. It's tipped. Berea, the pass to Hayward. He's up against Gasol. And slam dunk by Hayward.
When in doubt, punch it down.
As easy at 2 points as you can get.
Safe to say that's a pretty high percentage shot, guys.
A moment for our Gatorade injury report. Let's get an update on Sean Mary. Doris, what's his status?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Mavericks head athletic trainer, Casey Smith. He informed me that the injury is a strain to his lower back. He's going to remain on the sidelines for this one, and though it's tough to say right now, he might not be able to return anytime in the near future either. Not exactly the news you're hoping to hear, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this one, this does not sound good. That's probably going to do it. They are just putting this team away.
Steve, I thought they caught fire just at the right time, blowing this one wide open as the clock winds down.
Here's Kobe. Gets the bucket from 20 feet away. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Berea. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.